Hello everyone, Namaste, Sat Sri Akal. It's Ashman here. Welcome back to my channel. And in today's podcast, I think we're going to talk about something spicy, controversial, yet something we all share common interest in. Gossip. But let me warn you guys, gossip can be extremely injurious to health. I think it's that small poison which we kind of inject inside our brains, and eventually it does take a toll on our mental health. How to get rid of it? Let's check it out. मन्नू की, मेन्नू की, सानू की, हमें क्या, तुझे क्या, हमें क्या लेना? I don't care, as if I care. I don't give a damn about her. Blah blah blah. I think we all can relate to these short and melodramatic phrases that we use literally every other day to discuss every other thing about every other person. Aren't we nailing productivity already? Okay, so the phone rings. तुझे पता है उसने तेरे बारे में ये बोला? Oh my god, did you just see what she's wearing? Oh my god, how dare she talk to you like that? Oh my god, I think she's such a beep beep beep. So in other words, you basically waste precious moments of your life doing nothing that actually matters. Any comments on that? Oh yes, and let me just not forget the greatest of all time. चलो यार छोड़ो गोली मारो हमने क्या लेना है अस्सी की लेना है तुसी की लेना है आई एम सॉरी आपको कुछ मिलना भी नहीं है लेट मी गेट वेरी रियल एंड लेट मी बी वेरी स्ट्रेट फॉरवर्ड टू इट to live a meaningful and purposeful life, I think the best test is just to check every time you speak or utter a word to yourself or to someone. Just make sure to ask yourselves, is that adding any meaning or any value to your own life or to their lives? If the answer is no, can we just back out and can we just stop and reflect why are we even engaging in such activities? I think इसका answer है कि we are bounded to behave in a certain way and we can do anything to justify it. We just normalize these things like so often that we forget that this can be very toxic as well. मेरे लास्ट पॉडकास्ट में मैंने बात की थी अबाउट बीइंग बाउंडेड वर्सेस क्रिएटिंग बाउंड्रीज एंड दैट रिमाइंड्स मी ऑफ अ लाइन दैट आई रिसेंटली रोट. Being bounded to behave in a certain way can be extremely toxic. However, creating boundaries that actually respect your peace of mind can be super healthy. I think it's time to choose and grow wiser day by day. And रही बात बीइंग बाउंडेड की, आई थिंक ये जो सोसाइटी ने हमारे लिए पैटर्न सेट किए हुए हैं ना, जिनको हम अपने वर्जन के हिसाब से नॉर्मलाइज कर लेते हैं, जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल गॉसिप करना. वी थिंक इट्स एंटरटेनमेंट. वी आर बाउंडेड बाय सो मैनी सिमिलर थिंग्स, बी इट लाइक being bounded to say yes to people just so that we can be in their good books. As much as we want to say no, we would still engage in the practice of saying yes, because हमें fear है कि वो हमसे दूर ना हो जाए and stuff. And then I think we are bounded to engage in things like gossiping, backbiting, backbitching and just demeaning talks, because हमें लगता है कि अगर हम वैसे करेंगे maybe we can please others. Anyways, I think the number one step we need to take is not to be the judges, not to be in the position of a judge. Being a law student, I can tell you it's definitely not that easy. But in the court of life, I think किसी ने कुछ बनना है या नहीं, लेकिन जज की सीट पर सबको बैठना आता है. खुद ही सवाल करते हैं, खुद ही जवाब देते हैं और खुद ही फैसला सुना देते हैं. मतलब like seriously, it's I find it actually very funny. And that reminds me of the legal principle that we are taught as a law student, which is to presume someone innocent unless they are proven guilty. But we humans, we love to reverse even these principles. हम क्या करते हैं, अपने वर्जन के हिसाब से फिट कर लेते हैं. Like literally, we presume people guilty until they're proven innocent. I mean, this really amazes me how we humans are capable of doing such productive things, but we are just so stuck in this. I mean, I think in engaging in such destructive things. And I think the second step would be to just actually pause और एक बार अपने आप से पूछो यार, जो हम बातें कर रहे हैं उनका कोई मतलब है. If you go to a wedding, if you go to, for example, a function, if you go for a presentation, if you go hang out with someone at lunch or brunch, why to talk about someone and waste your time? I mean, there are 1,000 beautiful things to talk about, and even if you know keep talking about someone, it's not going to serve any purpose in your life. यार, आप कहते हो कि हमें लाइफ में कुछ अचीव करना है. एटलीस्ट इफ़ वी कैन स्टार्ट बाय अचीविंग बेसिक मेंटल पीस बाय टॉकिंग गुड, आई थिंक दैट्स द लीस्ट वी कैन डू एज ह्यूमंस, एंड दैट्स द basis of humanity, if I may say so. Acha, that reminds me of another example that I would like to give. Recently I'd been to a family function, और वहाँ पे after I scanned all the tables and वहाँ पे क्या बातें हो रही थी, which included gossiping, commenting on each other's attire, commenting on the food quality, commenting on things like, you know, इसका बैग ज़्यादा अच्छा है, उसका बैग ज़्यादा महंगा है, and blah blah blah. Finally I found a beautiful corner where a lady was sitting and simply enjoying her meal. So I thought I'll just go sit there without any drama and just enjoy the vibes of the function. So obviously expect the unexpected. There was another lady who might be a friend of the lady sitting on my table. So she comes down and she starts the beautiful never ending question. कब शादी कर रहे हो अपनी बेटी की? 30 साल की हो गई. आई मीन, बहुत ही चिंता की बात है, अभी तक उसकी शादी नहीं हुई, कुछ तो गड़बड़ है, कुछ तो करो. एंड आई वाज जस्ट लिसनिंग लाइक, आई मीन, इज दिस द इवन राइट स्पॉट टू टॉक अबाउट? बट एनीवेज, that lady replied so graciously, and I think she just nailed the answer, to be honest. I think that's the perfect example of not being bounded and creating healthy boundary. What she said was, हाँ, बहुत टेंशन की बात है, मेरी बेटी की शादी नहीं हो रही. अब वो शादी करेगी तो अपने हस्बैंड को खाना खिलाएगी तो आपका पेट भरेगा, फिर वो बच्चे पैदा करेगी तो फिर आप ही तो संभालने आओगे ना बच्चों को, बच्चों का ध्यान रखने, है ना? That's why you're so worried, I'm sure. I mean, that look on the lady, the look on the lady's face who asked that question was just so amazing. I mean, I was just so happy that, you know, she was actually just blown away by the response. And I think, as much as funny it sounds, it's actually upsetting when people do these things. So number 2 step is, I think, please do not initiate such talks which no longer serve you any purpose. But obviously we can't stop people from initiating it. So how you can respond to that is just either walk away or just tell them that there's some better things to talk about. क्या हम उस बारे में बात कर सकते हैं? I don't want to talk about people. I'd rather discuss, you know, ideas. I'd rather discuss some events, you know. So I think जब हम ऐसी कोई बात करेंगे तो we might disappoint someone, but I think that's the perfect way to just either let them go because they're no longer serving you any purpose, or it's giving them an answer that you really need to stop there and you no longer have to continue doing that. So that's what I call setting up healthy boundaries, जिसके बारे में हम next podcast में बात करेंगे with lots of lovely tips. So till then, please try following these tips, and I'm sure ये जो छोटी छोटी हैबिट्स है ना, इनसे बहुत ज़्यादा फ़र्क पड़ेगा. And it's all in the mind. So that's why I say, what the mind? Everything is in the mind. You just need to explore and start accepting. जाते जाते I think I would like to say गालिब की एक बहुत ही प्यारी लाइन which says, उम्र भर गालिब यही भूल करता रहा, उम्र भर गालिब बस यही भूल करता रहा. धूल चेहरे पर थी और आईना साफ करता रहा. Thank you so much, guys. See you next week and have a beautiful week ahead. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe because I think spreading happiness, spreading healthy thoughts is the least we can do to make the world a better place. So please join me. Thank you.